and we are good. I think. I have no reason to believe we're not. But I think this might be a tad too loud.
Oh, there we go.
And you know what? I'm gonna go check myself. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to assume it's the thing you said that you might have broken.
No, that was the ratchet.
And clank?
Yeah, click. This was the filter for my front fans that are...
They look quite used.
You see that? You see that? That's your hair. Where's the other one?
I don't know.
No, that was the ratchet. Yeah, I haven't had the computer for long, but like... This was the filter. Yikes.
Okay, so it's a little... The music is too quiet. So I think that's good? I've got no idea. Yeah, listen to this. So I think that's good. Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay, dokie. Been a long time since I've done this. A painting stream. But hey, how's everyone doing? So first off, So I found these guys online. I was looking for Warforged miniatures, because my players are going to be, well, they have been fighting Warforged for a while. And of course, that led me to, like, Cults 3D. And the only one that had some, like, genuinely good Warforged designs was from this guy called, well, Schlossbaur. He's got a bunch of models on there. So many models that, you know, not just Warforged, but a bunch of really, really cool designs. I've printed out an Umber Hulk from this dude. Like, look at the fucking detail on this. That's fucking cool. It's amazing. He's got his own take on an animated armor, which was really, really cool. The animated armor is like holding his helmet out forward, and there's this like puff of smoke coming out from the helmet's neck. It's like really, really cool. But yeah, like I wasn't expecting to like find I wasn't expecting to find anything from that guy, but you know, what I did find was fucking cool and dope. I decided, you know what, fuck it, I want to print off the elementals from this dude. So that's why we're here. The painting is just kind of because I wanted to. Not necessarily because the players are going to be facing these things.
Sure.
It's true. You don't know if you're going to be fighting these things.
DM lies, so I can't trust you either way.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Or is it false?
He's learning.
No, I'm not. I'm retarded.
Well, he is. Oh, fun fact. You can't say the word filthy in the going live notifications. I don't know.
Alright, so use a longer word that means filthy.
Well, I just capitalize everything and like put a space between everything.
So they won't let you use the short term for it, so it'll be like rancid.
You know what? Why not? Why not? I'll try and keep that in mind for next time.
They want you to step it up, be like, aight.
I'll use a longer word.
I got much more that are nasty, and that was not a complete sentence.
It's difficult to ignore you. You're very loud.
Wow. Because you had hair, I'm struggling to have a slight
That sounds like a you problem. Are you sure about that? How'd he do it? How did he wake you up? See, that's what you get for locking your blind man up in your room. He attacked your blind. You know, the blind man that you've got trapped in your room?
Allegedly.
Yes. Allegedly.
My lawyer, Bob Nobley.
Attorney at law?
Allegedly.
Bob Nobley will never die. Not for me. So,
One of the boys.
huh?
One of the boys.
I mean, I guess?
I said it's one of our players.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Ed.
Oh. Hey, Ed. Tell him what you did.
No, Ed's not here. I'm saying Bob Nobley will never die.
Oh, no. I thought I asked you to talk to one of our players.
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh. So you know what Ed did?
What'd he do?
So you know those, like, Simply smoothies?
Symbly or simply?
Smoothies? Yeah. Where he makes smoothie things.
Okay.
So he mixed some magic mushrooms in with it, put them in the fridge and forgot about it.
Oh no.
I got a text while I was at work last night saying, I forgot I put these in here. I am tripping balls. I have to work tomorrow and it's a long shift. It's going to be me and only me and I'm going to be coming down from one hell of a trip. I've got the text to back it up
Oh man.
because he sent me some funky shit. I'm like, what?
Oh man. The
I feel for him. I told him maybe you should label things. He said something incoming.
oh fucking hell.
What are we doing? I should check in on him.
Yeah. Please do. Actually. Because that sounds like something we should check up on.
Yeah, I don't know. So here's the text. Yeah, so I mixed the mushrooms into one of those naked juices and forgot about it and put it in the fridge. There was a few days. That was a few days ago. Fast forward to today, roughly an hour ago, I drank said juice. I work in the morning, busiest shift of the week, and the other guy is on vacation. It's just going to be me alone coming down from a trip. And I'm like, oh fuck. I don't know how much it was, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like, maybe you should label things. And he sends a lamb sauce located. And I'm like, the fuck?
Lamb sauce located?
It's fucking Gordon Ramsay where he's like, woke.
Ugh.
And it was at that point I knew he was fucking gone.
Oh boy.
Poor Ed.
Yes, poor Ed. Fuck.
It's why I did the mutton chops.
Oh man, that's gonna be something.
Poor Ed. Better not be dead.
Dead Ed.
Deadhead Fred? In this case, dead as Ed.
Ed's dead, baby. Ed is dead.
Hail to the dead Ed. Oh my god, he's Daddy Eddie.
Alright, I'm gonna assume there's a joke behind that.
Ed, Eddie. He's the fourth Ed, he's just dead.
Oh! Ed, Eddie, and Deddy.
That's why nobody ever talks about him.
You know, you could go onto a fucking r/Ed, and Eddie and start that rumor.
Yeah, well, I'm not ruining my own childhood. So they say it enough, I'll try to fucking believe it.
It's okay, you don't have the naked juice.
I don't need the fucking naked juice. I am shit as always. Or am I just crazy?
who the hell do you know actually says tomato?
A tomato.
You speak to tomatoes.
Yeah. Cucumbers too. The produce aisle.
Sure.
If you like to talk to tomatoes, up and down the produce aisle.
Oh, that's a song.
Tomatoes, veggie tales.
I never watched that show.
I originally watched it from Larry Boy.
Who the fuck is Larry Boy?
Larry the Cucumber with Batman and grapple hooks and plungers that are attached to the side of the head.
Oh, so that's how you got the idea for plungers.
What do you mean?
The fucking plunger on the Herald?
No! I got that from Adventure Quest. The secret is Skyline and Girls and Pipes get a plunger and does lots of damage. It's fucking great.
Fair enough.
But, you know, I want to get smacked with a plunger anyway. Plus it makes it satisfying. Especially if I use it upside down and blow the head. Grapple the bitch.
Define preachy. Veggie Tales. The children's 3D cartoon about a bunch of plants telling Bible stories. I never knew that's what it was about. Batman.
Because I'm vegetable man.
No, he's a fruit. Yeah, he's a total fruit. See, there you go. We agree on something. Probably for the reasons you explained.
Wow, that's not until like later on when we ran out of shit.
I don't know, like Simpsons and South Park are doing just fine. Why do I okay, I remember HMS, but I don't remember what it's supposed to stand for.
Her Majesty's Shipping Service.
Ah.
Her Majesty's Ship.
Yeah, Her Majesty's Service.
So I had to go HM.SS.
Well, why not HM apostrophe SS? Oh, okay. All right then. Kind of like the USS Texas.
Not that badass. I can't gang. Well, I mean, kind of gangster tilting, but I don't do shit in space. Because I've got all movements of axis. On axis. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, one of the cool things about this particular guy's method of modeling an air elemental, at least the one that I've got right here, it's so fucking detailed. I honestly don't know if I'll need like anything more for the details beneath, because it's already got the necessary shadows, kinda. Divots. There's a spot that we haven't touched up on yet. There was no deity involved in this one, Doctor. Merely the logical mind of a person who is responding to a request. Okay. I guess that's what QB meant when he said, "What the fuck did you do?" You need to stop doing that. I just realized that I don't know if the people on my stream can hear you.
So you're talking to yourself to them?
I mean, I'd be talking to myself anyway. But...
That's why I've been being so loud.
Oh, that's why. I thought that was just your default.
No, I mean, something like this.
Having nothing but white paint won't exactly make for a very exciting air elemental, but for now...
It's almost like watching paint dry.
That's why I've got 4 models.
You got people watching you, sitting there watching paint dry.
Come sit and watch someone watch paint dry. Observe his reactions.
It's starting to get so dry. This is nice.
You can, if you look closely, you can kind of see the, you can see where the liquid's starting to solidify.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ah, fuck, it's still wet.
I see. That's why we watch the paint to make sure it dries.
You know, you just like slap the fucking camera on it and let that do it, right? Yeah, I know.
Like, I'll watch the paint dry eventually through the camera's recording. But no, the half-inch foam, Menards. Earth, water, or fire?
Paint.
Which one?
Fuego.
Fuego it is. A fire elemental. Raw. Okay. You over up here, actually. Alright. Start with a nice. Start with this. Have that on for later. Damn. Crispy. Oh, no, please tell me, please tell me this is okay. I think I see movement. Fuck. No, I think. No, like I think one of the paint cans was like not fully sealed. Because there's a little bit of give, but it's still it's still solid on the surface. You see a knife anywhere? Wait. I've got one. Thank you. Multi-tools. They're quite handy.
Only for one project.
I think there's liquid in there. I mean, if there isn't, this is gonna be anticlimactic as hell, because I want red for my fire elemental. Yep. Yep, we've got red.
Is it dead or is it redempted?
Oh, it's dying for sure. But I will likely need to go out and get some more. Hmm? Ah, shit, I forgot. Yep. The important stuff. Otherwise known as essentials. looks so weird so far. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done a different style. I should have done all black first. You know what? Fuck it. We're not too far in. I'm gonna do all black first. Black first on the fire elemental. And then I'll paint outward. Because that way... That way, I can have like this blackened core, like this smoking effect. Actually, you know what? Your opinion as an artist, should I paint black on the more to the inner or the outer of this flame elemental? The dip stuff? So black first. No, you use the wash at the end. And then you go on a second time if you really need to. I feel like your tiredness is the only barrier between your explanation and my understanding. More or less, yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm not actually using the water wash for the elementals, because with the exception of the earth elemental, because you don't really get the same type of shadows on fire and water and air that you would on a person. So I'll do it. I've got the STL file, so if push comes to shove and I really want to see what it would look like, I'll just print it again. Oh no! Oh, we'll have power. So this is going to be a slight problem because the paint is so kind of gunked now that it builds up on the spot where I first touched down on the model. That's fine. Because it's also thick enough to just keep on spreading it around. It's going to be a very strange sensation when the music finally switches over and I may have to very quickly skip or mute the advertisement that plays. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hey, how quickly would it be able to set up those little ring light things? The ring lights? Because I'm thinking I might have one set up kind of behind me and to the left. It's got a fucking tail. I love it. Because my lamp is good, but it's only so good.
Got one here. I'll make sure that works when
I've got nothing to plug into. Like, all of them are being used. I was under the impression that that thing kind of plugged into the wall. There should be an outlet over there. You can unplug the lamp. You should be able to. Because if all goes well, I won't need it. Oh, it has gotten so dark. At least as far as the camera is concerned. Neat.
That's fine. Okay. Oh, it's really loose. Grab the extension cord.
I suppose we'll be in the dark for a little bit, chat. Do not concern yourself, for the Lightbringer Lucifer will return in time. He will bestow upon us the light of the universe once again. There is a dog being walked outside my window.
His name is Lucifer. Real light.
Let there be light. And voila, there was Lucifer. The Lightbringer. Kind of above and to the left behind me. Because I'm right-handed, so I kind of need a light source to be coming down from about like right there. Coming down. Divine flat enough. Oh. I mean, I've got a thumbtack.
Got those magic hooks.
Magic hooks! I mean, the things that hook on, that stick themselves to the wall?
No, you poke into the wall.
Oh, you poke them into the wall?
Yeah, Hercules hooks.
Oh, you're using the tripod as a grappling hook.
I must suck it in. That's what I hope at least. So.
I call upon the power. A lot of things, all things considered. A lot of things are funny.
Oh, I guess that works.
I mean, it got it off my desk. Painting a fire elemental's butt right now. And his tail. Yeah, I need to get more red, because this stuff is it's going. The very top of it got oh, those type of hooks. Because the very top of the red here is like just solid completely, and I think there just wasn't enough this, that, or the other getting to the bottom of it, so it's no kind of pasty.
Like Siegfried
Siegfried?
Pasty.
Pasty.
Like Siegfried ass.
That's a reference that the average person will never know the meaning to.
One that still holds merit to the day. Just think if you're wearing the nude style boxer, that'd be fucking hilarious. I should say nude colored ones.
Yeah, peach colored.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you know of a method of re-liquefying paints like these?
Yeah. Sort of.
What would we potentially need?
Got that paint thinner? Got that paint thinner still?
Not really. I've got the nail polish remover.
That paint thinner is what we need. Not the thinner, but the stuff we use to clean the thingy.
Clean the thingy.
To need.
Very nervous to move around because if I fiddle with the computer, the power will just come off.
Question mark.
that's nice. How lovely. I can see again. Oh, jeez. Like, this is so fucking frustrating to work with. Because it's gooey and pasty, and it works for like the first couple of strokes, and then it's just fucking nothing.
That was pretty gay.
Suck it in, big boy.
First round shot.
Bam! Against me or you?
Viewer's discretion, their choice, I guess. Off screen.
Off-screen physical humor. Yeah, this is annoying. Because like it's working, but I can, and I know the camera can't pick this up, but I'm seeing all of these just spots that if the paint had been taken care of properly, and I say taken care of properly, knowing full well that it was partially my own fault, you know, the paint would have sort of gone into these cracks as opposed to hanging loosely. Oh, it's now getting wow, it's getting stringy now. Fucking hell. Yeah. I'll do the necessary touch-ups. And then I'll just I won't bother with the nitty-gritty details, because fuck me, this is annoying.
Not the same as it, but it makes me dry a lot faster.
We're conducting mad experiments here, people. Uh, 70% isopropyl rubbing alcohol. Best part is, I'm not actually losing anything, because that paint was going to be done with anyway after this. Define mix it with something. Normally when someone walks out of a room saying, "I'll take care of it," you question what's about to happen. No. So yeah, this one I'll have to go over it a couple more times with something else. Because, fucking hell. Okay. See. See, the worst part is, I don't even know... Because I know I shared this to Amino, but... I don't know... Oh, shit. I mean, I guess I'm... Oh, shoot. Mute that. You know what? I'm gonna do a test. Okay. So I can see it. Nice. My biggest concern was that people on Amino, if they were watching through there, I wouldn't be able to read their comments, but I totally could, theoretically.
Should be a little there.
Ooh.
Not by much.
Did you want your alcohol back?
Can't watch that.
Well, it's still yours, so you're taking care of it. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a test run with this. Oh, that looks nasty.
What else looks nasty? Cat butt.
See, that's an apt description of what I'm seeing right now. I haven't tested it yet.
Works out good. That was a joke. That wasn't business.
Alright, base time.
Stick one of these fuckers at the very bottom.
No, it doesn't really work.
This.
I mean,
Pull from that.
yeah, I'm pretty much done anyway with that particular red.
So if you use the little stick.
It's a little better. Yeah.
Like I said, that paint there, that stuff would have been renewed.
Oh well. Well, I'll let this thing fucking dry so I can win in doubt. Mineral spirits. Why not? Why not?
When in doubt, whip it out.
That's some locker room talk right there.
What?
Nothing.
That's what the orc did.
I'm fairly certain he did that one time.
It was funny.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
Like, stream-wise. What do you do, Kalu?
Switching to Allstate is easy.
No!
Is even easier. Click for a low auto rate today.
We're not sponsored by Allstate.
Like, you were in good hands.
Safe flight repair, safe flight replace.
Brought to you by Rage.
Pick your favorite character. Who's your favorite character? Who's your favorite character? The Sergeant. Why? He's not all that good. The Sergeant.
Choose your favorite character. That dog thing I found in the level after playing it enough.
That dog thing, huh?
Yeah, there's a beast that you can get that's got nasty attacks. Like its attacks don't do much, but you swing once, applies a debuff. You use its attack, then applies 2 more debuffs. You use its other attack, because you gotta go down the list and it doesn't really nasty debuff. Next turn is dead no matter what health it's at.
Fair enough. Alright, water or earth?
Fire!
I already did fire. I have to wait for the paint to dry. So earth or water, motherfucker?
Well, if you need it to dry, I suggest not using water, so use earth. Or, no, wind.
I already did wind. I have to wait for the paint to dry there, too.
Throw it on the ground. Time for earth.
See, there we go. This ain't my wind. This is a resin print. I threw it on the ground.
I threw it on the floor. Like a whore.
Well, okay then. What we're gonna be doing here, chat, is we're gonna be starting with a nice leather brown. It's a nice leather brown, actually. You know, on second thought, we might not actually use a leather brown, because that's why not? Yeah, that's way too bright. That's a wood brown. Fuck it. Not quite that dark leather brown. We're gonna use this one. Middle of the road brown. At least the middle of the road from the 3 that I've got. Okay. Oh, this sounds like some straight up RuneScape music. I fucking love it. There's a support still on here. It was hardened from the LED because I missed it. There we go. Some people wonder why I have a knife on my desk. Others know better. Oh, you see, this is so much fucking better. So much nicer. So much nicer. When it's not acting like a fucking paste. A little bit. But anyway, so the guy who makes this, there's a lot of Lovecraftian inspired designs on there, and I'm assuming it's Lovecraftian because while I have never read that man's works, I do recognize an eldritch horror when I see one, and there are a few of them on that list. Oh, he looks. For those of you who do not know, Himbo Might just said, and I quote, "I look down and I see an eldritch horror every day." Ladies, he's single. Catch him if you can.
Can't catch me. Get out of my swamp!
What are you doing in my swamp?
And in the morning, I make love.
Let's just take the whole arm off. Because we can do that with this mini. How lovely. I do hope that the camera actually picks up enough. I realize I realize that there's, like, nothing to look at when I'm painting a fucking arm. So that settles it. I will paint the underarms first, and then put it back on to paint the outer of the arm. Sounds like a plan to me. Sound like a plan to you? Looking good so far. I know you can't fucking see shit because the lighting is terrible. Well, lighting's that way. Should have a... I should have a fucking like a runway or something with lights all around. Oh. Okay. For the briefest of moments, I thought I was going to have to skip an advertisement. So on Saturday night, Saturday night, I was working security over at a hotel. Now, the hotel itself has a few rules when it comes to their rooms. One of them, of course, being no parties. No parties in any of the rooms because this is a place where people go to sleep. You know, to rest up and all that jazz. Sounds simple enough, right? Usually, even if someone, you know, has a party, if it's quiet enough, no one really cares, no one really notices. But people will notice music because of the ventilation system, just because of how loud it's being, or because of the foot traffic that goes in and out of those rooms. So, on Saturday night, we got a noise complaint about the music coming from that room. Go up there. I let him know about the noise complaint. I open the door and there's about like at least 20 people in that room. In a hotel room. Now, we're talking about a hotel room that is primarily for maybe single families to just go in there and sleep. So, room occupancy maximum for this place is like 6 people per room. These people were well past double, well past triple, actually. So I had to spend the next like half hour getting all of them out because they were breaking hotel policies. Not supposed to have parties, not supposed to have more than 6 people in that particular room. But here's the craziest part. Around 5 in the morning, because I do the overnight shift, I am visited by a sheriff. Now, he's not on duty, but he's got his sheriff badge in his wallet. He lets me know, this is who I am. Like, I am so and so. I'm also the sheriff of this place. Place A. And I was wondering if you guys found a wallet anywhere. Turns out that one of the guys who was in that party got... While he was in the party, other kids, and these were all like high school, college kids, right? They just took his keys and took his wallet. Think about that. It shouldn't come as any surprise that you know, people who think it's okay to have a party of like 30 fucking people. Oh yeah. When we finally got the people out of the room, it turned out that the actual number of people in there was closer to 30 or 40. Yeah. So it should come as no surprise to anyone that a party with about 30, 40 people in there had a good... At least a good number of them were willing to steal from others. Should come as no fucking surprise. That's why you choose your friends carefully. And it's also why when you go to parties, you don't bring your valuables with you. Ah. I don't know what this is from. But it is pleasant to listen to. You know, originally I wasn't all that keen about having gaps in the, you know, between the arm pieces and the torso piece, but you know what? I kind of like it. Because it kind of gives this, it gives the impression that this thing actually could move its arms if need be. But no, they were in that... It was crazy on Saturday. And I do apologize that I start something and then I pause from concentration and I go back to it a couple minutes later. I do that. I shouldn't. I'm trying to stop. But I can quit whenever I want. You know, maybe I should have just painted it and then let it fucking not put it on until later. Yeah. If it falls off again, I'm just gonna fucking let it sit where it falls. So far, so good. Some straight up fairy shit right here. Neat. And already it looks much better. Isn't that lovely? So let's go back to talking about Schlossbaur. Schlossbaur. I've already printed out like three different Warforged models from this guy. He's got one with like a sword and shield design. He's got one with this with a massive sword design. And then he's got one with like this stone hammer, you know, hammer design. And the best part about this is the sheer amount of detail that goes into this thing. If you look closely at it, there are these like tubes kind of like in the chest of the Warforged model itself, and there are little creases on the wires that give it the appearance that it's actually capable of bending. Incredibly detailed. Drake, that's your brother's food. Hey! Okay, Kitty, you're good. But in any case, where was I? Oh yeah. And this guy's got a whole bunch of different takes on things. Like you've got the Umber Hulk here, animated armor. He's actually got a second one that, for all intents and purposes, is animated armor, but you know, like it's basically this this knight with like a floating head over it, and I need to decide if I'm gonna go with a. Yeah, I need to do a blue, like a dark blue for this one. For its base. The only question is which one of them is actually openable, because I know a couple of them aren't. Now, he's also the one that I'm really looking forward to printing and painting is his take on the Purple Worm, a monster that, for all intents and purposes, I have no idea when I will bust out, but I want to. I want to bust out the Purple Worm sometime. And it is just this massive model, as a Purple Worm should be. And oh no! You get the
Disney Plus, Hulu, and ES.
Fuck. You know what? Let's just do this. There we go. Now I can keep this up here, and I can also read the chat. There we go. No, it's just this big fucking Purple Worm that I want to paint. I want to print. But it's like priorities. Can I really afford to paint the Purple Worm as opposed to painting like anything else, right? Like, should I paint more of the more generic foot soldiers, or should I paint lesser monsters, like goblins, or this, that, and the other. With a Purple Worm, you really need to set that up, I think, more so than a lot of other stuff. With any aquatic beast, literally just have them near water and you're fine. You've got your excuse right there. Like vampires, just set up a spooky environment and you're good to go. Purple Worms, they're a beast all on their own. From what I remember, they're exclusively underground, just fucking tunnelers. As far as I remember, they're not this malicious force per se. They're just, you get near them, they're gonna fucking sense you and they're gonna try to eat you because you are food. His purple worm was something to behold. And actually, he hasn't done a beholder yet, from what I remember. I think the closest he got to was like some kind of might have been like the demi-lich or the flaming skull or some shit. Like I think that's the closest he's got to the floating eyeball. I really want to see his take on the flying fucking eyeball thing. I think it'd be fucking dope. Oh, another thing that I want to see this guy do. I want to see Schlossbaur. I want a Tarrasque. I want Schlossbaur's take on what a Tarrasque would look like. I want this Lovecraft-inspired motherfucker to design a Tarrasque. I want to see that. Because when you look at this, when you look at the work that goes into these guys' models, we're talking like roughly like 4 or 5 variants on a giant spider, on what a giant spider could look like and what a giant spider can have. We've got like an undead spider. We've got the regular spider. We've got a fucking spider with swords for fucking feet. Well, legs. You know, we've got something called the Headhunter, which is an even larger giant spider. It's got a fucking head between its front 2 mandibles or some shit, and it's got fucking human skulls in its in its abdomen. Like they're trapped there, and they're like all in these like screaming expressions. It's fucking gnarly, dude. Gnarly. And in the middle of a painting session, I had an epiphany for Wednesday's session. Fucking hell, I had to write this down or I will forget it. I will forget it if I do not write this shit down. I'm sorry. Hold on. I need to write this. I need to write this. I need to write this. Hold on. Hold on. Pull this up, pull this up, pull this up. And I can't say this out loud because my roommate will be listening to this. On here. Okay. I wrote it down. I wrote it down. I will not forget when I open it back up to continue writing the synopsis for that particular session. I can continue on from there. Okay. So, das ist good, yeah. This is good. Are you dry? You're still a little sticky. Not by much, though. You like to be a little flaky. Surprisingly, not right now. Legitimately might just go back to that. You are gonna be a sticky motherfucker. Not as sticky as I thought, actually. I'll still wait for you just a little bit longer because, yeah. Okay. Now on to, I believe, this one. Because I will. What about... Whoop! There we go. What was I talking about before I had that revelation? I completely forgot. What the fuck was I talking about? Ah, well, whatever. I'll think of something. I'll think of something. Chances are I'll stumble over it. So, can I even open this? The answer is probably, but I need to wrench it open. There we go. All right. Now in all things considered, when you break it down, an air elemental probably shouldn't have any color at all, except for all the dust and debris it picks up. If it's strong enough to, do that. But I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way, by hand, getting into these lines and creases. Again, I don't think the lighting is favorable enough to catch it, but I'll do that. Because fuck you, I like making my job difficult. That's a lie, I don't necessarily. But you know what? So far, so fucking good. Though I have noticed that I have a bad habit of holding my fucking breath. Holding my breath when I get into these details. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Almost has an Asian aesthetic to this music. Almost. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna be saying that a lot for this. I'm sorry, because I get into the. I get very determined. I get very determined when it comes to getting the details of something. I do think that if you are committed to doing something, you should commit yourself to doing it right and as best as you can. Because otherwise, you know, I guess what's the point? You know, I had a thought. It's a little late to implement it now, but I wonder how silver would look on this. Like, in key spots, I wonder how silver would look on this thing. Oh, this is looking... I like this. I am liking this a lot. Got into the back side of this, of the left arm. On the wind elemental. Sebastian, shut up! Held onto the back of that for a little too long. The red came off on some of the wind elemental. We're fine, though. We're fine. see where the fuck my hand is. There we go. Yeah, we're still in frame. We're good. Okay. The end credits. Oh, that's looking nice too. Oh. Very, very good. Very, very good indeed. All right. Kinda creepy. Like it. See, that's a little thick. Okay. That one spot, not as good. I'll try to fix that. I also need to be careful where my fucking hand goes because he's talking to the cat, not me. Because this is where. This is what we call detailed work. Cannot rush it. All right. I'm just excited for this. I just am. All right. Left arm is pretty much done. There we go. too heavy there.
Nasty.
Hey you do, buddy. How you doing, kitty? Right here. You need some scratches on the side of your face? Yeah, you keep on walking away as soon as people start to pet you, and then you come back going like, yeah. Make up your mind, kitty. All right. Da-da-da-da. There we go. Nice and thin. Okay. I think, therefore I am. None, I'm having a difficult time deciding where I want the elementals to show up. I mean, I get the feeling that I had an idea when I downloaded them, these files. But I don't anymore. I don't remember. It's fine. It is the duties of a dungeon master. It is the duties of a dungeon master to come up with bullshit reasons for why X happens. You know, maybe they'll, Perhaps a door to the elemental planes will open up, summoning forth these fantastic creatures. You know, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the point in this where I'm no longer working on all of these fucking details, because I would very much like to have a conversation about literally anything. But it is difficult to have a conversation when I'm focused on all of these really fine details. As long as I'm here. Oh, I like that a lot. I've gotten so good at getting eyes, and you still can't fucking see it because camera and lighting. That's okay. I can see it. And if I can see it, that's all that matters. Ain't that right, Himbo Mite? Exactly. I think it's every painter's, not necessarily fantasy, but every single painter at some point in time has had the thought, this would be so much easier if I could just shrink down I mean, that too. But that takes a very expensive 3D printer.
No. It's basically impossible right now.
Well, yeah, you need enough money to break the laws of physics. At which point you'd need the money to fund your experiments.
Well, you'd probably get it, but before you get your experiments funded, you'd probably be killed because you're too smart.
Not smart enough.
Kill you because they're gonna steal your idea.
No, smart enough to not be detected is what I'm saying. Okay, let's try this again, because that one was a little too thin. Ah, the bagpipes. The bagpipes are gone. It makes you feel patriotic. For Scotland. Alright. I'm seeing more detail that I missed in the first go around, so let's double back again, shall we? This one just reminds me of Zora's Domain right off the fucking bat. Okay. You know, I just realized something. I was thinking about the episode Ship in a Bottle from Star Trek The Next Generation, TNG. At the end of the episode, the character of Moriarty is led to believe that he has escaped the holodeck, and he is traveling the stars in a shuttlecraft. But the I think they called it a module. Yeah, the module. But the module that they are in is still just a computer simulation. Now, this guy is supposed to be the equal to Sherlock Holmes, right? As in, he's wicked smart. He's a detective of sorts, right? If Data can notice that he's in a holodeck simulation still, Moriarty should undoubtedly also be able to figure it out. Especially considering that supposedly he is capable of determining what is a standard holodeck program and what is not. So it's literally only a matter of time before he realizes that he's still in the holodeck, and he's literally just trapped there. It's dark. You know what? I think that's good enough for that. And I'll go over it with like a little bit of dry brushing on like some white paint. I don't even know if it's technically called dry brushing, but I'll go over it with some white paint. See, this right here sounds like the ending to an anime arc. Or maybe like the end of a certain type of video game, I don't know. Okay. Holy shit, I've been doing this for almost 2 hours. Fucking hell. Alright. I might do some touch-ups on this, but Air Elemental more or less functionally done. Now, shall I go back to you, my old friend? Considering that you're almost done already. Fuck it, Earth Elemental it is. And for the Earth Elemental, I want some gray back. Gray back in controlled locations. As light as I can get it. believe this is what they call dry brushing. Just brushing away. Now this sounds like a generic JRPG. Not gonna lie. Excuse me. Little thicker. And nice and controlled. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
This is Dust Magnet by
No. We will have none of that. None of that, thank you. 3, 2, 1. End of advertisement. There we go. Back to the gray. Back into the gray. I know you can't see the actual arm I'm painting right now because it's so tiny in comparison. Well, in comparison to pretty much everything else on the screen. But it must be done. One. It's still possible. Bum, 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 bum. Now, this is just kind of like a... I don't know, it sounds like a kind of generic, all things considered, trailer score. There's probably a genre that best fits it, but... Legitimately, I think the gray paint that I have is the same color of gray as the resin print. So depending on how things could have gone, it actually might have been simpler to just been careful on where I painted the original brown, and I would have been able to save myself some time. But you know what? This is fine, because I was able to control where the gray was, and that's what I'm looking for. Oy. Okay. Wait on that for a moment. All right. Now, how do I want to go about this? Because I think what I'll do is I'll use... I might go over it... See, actually, no, I don't think that... No, it kind of worked. I'll definitely go over the these bottom ridges here with the white. You know, kind of have that foaming thing. Because the thing that I want to avoid with this specifically, I want to avoid making it look like ice. Which is what I think will happen if I add this sky blue. I feel like if I add the sky blue to this thing, it'll make this model look like an ice elemental as opposed to a water elemental one. But at the same time, I don't think you'd see a bunch like white up here. I mean, truth be told, it would be clear up there as opposed to this, you know, this deep blue color. But yeah, no use fussing over it. Let's just get to it, shall we? Nice. Gotta be careful with this one, because much like the air elemental, if I'm too fast with this thing, it'll look very weird. But if I'm too slow with it, you know, the paint will dry on the brush. And I'm not really looking for a dry brush method here. Can I just say that I'm... Like, I knew how good this was before I started painting it. But when you're painting things like this, to the detail that I'm trying to get, you notice a lot more, like, thought and effort that goes into the actual design of these things. And this guy, fucking hell, I don't know what happened, but... Like, it looks a lot... Like, it looks like a lot more planning than I had initially thought went into the design layout of this thing. Because, like, at first glance, I legitimately thought that these rings here were just that. Like, they were rings, right? No, this thing is swirling up the model. And it's swirling up to the point where it kind of makes her coat kind of a thing up here. And I would not be surprised in the slightest if, when I'm painting it up here, it also spirals down her sleeves. I'm fucking hell, man. This is good stuff. Nice. I might, depending on how things turn out, I might deepen some of the, I might not deepen per se. Deepen is not necessarily the right word. I might elongate some of the white down further on this. But once again, I don't want to do too much and give the wrong impressions to what this thing ultimately is. Also might need a different brush. I might need a different brush for up here. Because, ironically enough, the very brush that I need for details is it's too narrow to get where I need it to go. And yep, there's the spirals on the sleeves. Just as I predicted. I'll use this for now on the sleeves, though, because the sleeves I can get this to. I need to remember to blink. Because I'm kind of not doing that. It's a little too thick there. That random thick blotch on the arm is gonna be driving me a little crazy, but at the same time, it's not really supposed to be perfect here. I think this would classify as a collar piece. Collar piece is also quite easy to be mistaken for ice. That's why we're being careful. I said I might have needed to change brushes, but that is apparently an example of jumping the gun. go. Camera doesn't really do it justice. But I think it turned out quite nice. I'm gonna try to get these eyes. Here we go. A little bit of dry brushing on the hands. Boom. Oh, fucking hell. Water elemental. Air elemental. Mostly done. Water elemental pretty much is done. More or less might request a second opinion at some point and go, hey, anything you recommend I do to change this to make it look more like that or this. But, yeah. So. I believe it is time. Game wash. The only elemental that will have the black water wash. Only one that is a solid. Now, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm kind of concerned that the chest piece would pop off, I would just dunk it into this whole thing and be done with it. I would dunk it in, then pull it out. As it stands, I'll have to paint it on. So, fun story, or fun fact I should say. The Earth Elemental was actually smaller than the others. I don't know why this is, but that's just how it went. So when I printed it the first time, because I didn't print it with any of the other elementals, I just had them as their own separate files on the printer, and I continued as such, right? But when it was done printing, it looked very small, and I compared the bases, and sure enough, the Earth Elemental was significantly tinier than the other three. Now, I have no reason to believe that this Earth Elemental is, not Schlossbaur. But at the same time, I'm thinking, why the fuck is this the only elemental that's fucking tiny? But basically, I had to up it by about 40%. No, I had to increase its size by 40%, and then I was able to print it to the same relative scale as the others. And I actually kind of like the idea of the Earth Elemental being, like, physically the smallest. In the context, like, it's... Rock tends to be... rock tends to get stronger when it's compressed. And, like, you know, all that good stuff. So the idea that this thing has just been compressed so much to the point where it's, you know, quote-unquote smaller than the others... You know, I like that idea. Still would have been nice to know from the get-go. Could have saved myself a little bit of resin. Still would have needed to get more. Oh man, this looks fucking good. Especially after the fucking water wash. Oh my. Darkens things up and all the crevices are highlighted. Fucking hell. Like, I can fucking tell the difference just by putting this arm back on. Man. You know what? We're gonna Achilles this. Yeah, I don't actually like that. Nope. I don't know what I was expecting, but that shit was way too fucking dark. Way too fucking dark. Way too quick. I mean, fuck, look at that. Look at that. All of that was like from what I just took off. And don't get me wrong, it worked. But fucking hell. Way too dark, way too quick. Will not be doing that for the other arm. This guy also has a lot of variations. Like I mentioned before, is that they like fucking 4 or 5 different giant spider variations. And the same thing can be said for the elementals on the page. The page I went to was like the 3D, like Cults 3D. Like, we're talking frost elemental, flare elemental, stuff like that, right? Ice elemental. And strangely enough, one of them, if I wanted to, I could have made that into the earth elemental, because when you get right down to it, in the context of like miniature form, ice, in the context of a construct, the only difference between that and an earth elemental is the temperature. That's literally it. Because I can paint it to look however I want. I'll put a lid on that. Bada bing, bada boom. At some point I'll put some glue in here, just so it's 100% gonna stick. But bada bing, bada boom, would you look at that beautiful fucking hunk of rock? You know what? Hold on. There we go. Nice lighting. Isn't that lovely, huh? This one's gonna need to be a little further away, I think. Fully appreciate the details. Okay. Finally, back to fire. Fuego. Okay, how the fuck do I want to do this? Alright. No, that's purple. Here we go. Giving it the shiny red. Or as shiny as this thing's gonna be. Can't quite tell off the bat what I'm doing, because the shades of red are very, very similar. They're very, very close. But you can tell the immediate difference between the when it's not on this camera. In person, I can very much tell what I'm doing. Ever so slightly more reflective, more shiny. And because this isn't a fucking paste, it's getting into the cracks. Not even the cracks, really, just the parts of the flame that stick out. Bada bing, bada boom. Once I get this done, I will focus on getting the details in the context of like adding some yellows and adding some black. Because the basic premise here is that there will be these dark, you know, like the shadows of like smoke, right? Because it's just that burning hot. There'll be like some dark shadows in like, closer to the tip of where the flames are. There'll be some yellows here and there, kind of like highlighting curvatures. And I think that'll do it, actually. I think I'll just work with those colors because, you know, you don't need them to be super duper detailed. Well, not detailed, complicated. Detailed is what I'm trying to do in the context of, you know, actually doing a paint job. But you don't need that many colors to do it. Yeah, I get between the legs sometimes, you know. Alright. I think I've got everything touched up at the very least. No. I saw some places on the underside of the left arm. Makes sense. Okay. Nice. Nice. Now I'll wait for that to dry a little bit. Probably should have done that before finishing up on the other elementals. But it is what it is. Oh, fuck! I can take the opportunity to touch up on this one piece, because I remembered there was one spot that I absolutely wanted to touch up. And that is on the band that's going around up here. There we go. And then because... Why not? I'm already waiting. There we go. And we'll touch up the legs. Fuck it. Oh, shoot! I just noticed some detail here as well. That's fucking nice. The wrappings on the legs, like they spiral, up. And then it spirals up until the mid-torso area here. Like the waist. And then it ends. Nice. More detail. I like it a lot. Like that's one of the things that I really do love about painting miniatures like this, because the more you paint them, the more detail you notice. Because you have to, right? You're fucking staring at the fucking thing for like 3 hours. Yeah, there we go. Again, I might... fuck it, I'm still waiting on this thing to get dry, so... I will correct a slight fuck up in the context that I got some of the shadow... I got some of the shadow on the face where I didn't want it. I did not want some of the shadow on the left cheek. Well, her left cheek. And yes, it's obviously a she because of the thin waist, the breasticles, and the more feminine features. Yeah, I know. I'm not exactly holding it center screen here. There we go. Both of the cats are sleeping over here. Greetings, programs. Greetings, programs. You know, if it weren't for the fact that I'm fairly certain there'd be a copyright strike, I'd play some Lord of the Rings ambient music. Behold! I have 3 of the 4 of them done. I'm waiting on Rocky to fully dry before I glue the limbs together.
Nancy, why you all dicky?
I don't know. Might have been my own hands. Okay. Fire Elemental is still a little wet. Like, it's just wet enough that I'm a little hesitant to go in just now. I guess the question is... Yeah, I think this is the one I go with. Yeah, amber. Metallic amber should give me the desired look I'm looking for. Look I'm searching for. Appearance that I'm looking for. But, honestly... Honestly, I'm just waiting on it to dry. What? All right here. Portable battery pack. Und UV lights. Oh, jeez, there's so much that hasn't been covered with the fucking paint. Ugh. You know, not as much as I might have initially thought. You can kind of see it on the shoulders, but every other place, you know, can't really tell when the UV light isn't, you know, right on top of it, so. Not actually as bad as I thought it was, you know, when I initially blasted it. And besides, that's the reason why we do this. We do this because we want these models to look as best as we fucking can. There it is. There's the spot on the tail. tail itself has been the source of a lot of spatial issues. Because it's curved in such a way that kind of folds in on itself and against the back of the model. So it is what it is, though. Now I gotta wait for it to dry again. Still satisfied with how the other three turned out. Hold on, get the light back on. There we go. Doesn't look like much from the camera because it's all things considered, it's not exactly an expensive one. Hey there, Drake. Hey, kitty. Look at the detail on that fucking arm. Right? Like that's all Schlossbaur. That's all that. That's the modeling itself. You know what? I kind of want some music back. Let's do this back again.
I'm John Burke.
Hello, John Burke. How you doing? I'm just gonna mute that though, because yeah. All right. You know what? I think it's dried long enough. And if I'm doing this right, if I do this right, it shouldn't matter. That is... There we go. I was going to say if I can even get this thing open, but I can. We can do it! Okay, so okay. This is the somewhat tricky part because now I have to decide right here and now if I'm doing this flame the same way as the others, and by the others I mean the other elementals, where I kind of just I go with the creases. Hey, no, Drake. The last time you came over here, you knocked the paints over. You know what, I think with this particular paint, it'll be just see-through enough where I can actually just kind of coat over the entire thing. Yeah. Certain spots will be more than others. Hey! No! That's not for you to play with. Now I've got this. I've got this. The game of Yore. It's hanging on the wall, and it comes with a bag of dice. My cat was getting at the bag, and I know my cat. He'd have grabbed it, and then he would have torn it down, ripped the bag open, and spilled its contents. Oh yeah. This is good. This is fine. This is fine. I'm still going to be using the thin brush here because I get the... I'm a little fearful that if I use the thicker brush to go over more of it, it'll go places I don't want it to. I just realized I was probably hiding the actual work. Yeah, it needed to be a bit higher than that. The light. That's fine. All right. Honestly, my brain was working overtime. I was thinking about this, that, and the other. I needed to focus on getting this done. I don't know why I said honestly, though. It probably stems from the fact that I'm not a big fan of silence. I'm really not. I wonder how... Oh, yeah. I do wonder how good it's going to turn out, because I do think that this will turn out really fucking good.
With Sweetle gets inside.
No, 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 no. Get the, no. I went down one leg and then up the other. Sounds like a typical Monday night for a certain someone else. You know who it is. I'm not actually thinking of anyone in specifically. I'm just making a joke about horrors. And Twitch, I said horse. That's totally what I said. Oh man, this looks nice. This looks very fucking good. I like it. I'm liking it a lot. That one's a bit too thick on there, but you know, I'll just move it over here then. So when I was heading out, I was going to get some extra resin for the printer because I needed to do that, right? Hence why the actual stream didn't start until 7. I was up at like 3-ish, more like 2. Got myself something to eat, courtesy of my roommate, just having made food for himself. It was a lot. I went over. Got over to Micro Center, got myself some extra resin, got some information about a graphics card that I'll probably need in the future. And I remembered while I was on my way home, I need to stop over at Menards. I need to stop there because I have been in search of a very specific thickness of insulation foam. 1/4 inch, sorry, 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch thick insulation foam. The reason for this is because I stumbled upon a YouTube channel called like the HR Archive or something like this, like SR Archive. I forget exactly what 2 numbers go before the archive, but it is. It is this YouTube channel that is essentially showing you and kind of teaching you about how to create modular terrain. And one of the means of modular terrain came in the context of 1/2 inch foam that you cut into 3x3 squares. From there on, you can design them, so you can texture them. You can texture them and then insert either like cardstock underneath them that can kind of slide in place on a grid, or you can start dealing with magnets. You can insert these like tiny magnet discs into the foam by poking holes in the side, which is what I'll be aiming to do in the future, you know, when I've got on another day I'll aim to do that. Because then I can start making modular terrain, and it'll be fantastic. I won't have to worry about building these giant dioramas that will get used once, maybe a handful of times, depending on how versatile it's supposed to be. Make a bunch of them, and then bada bing, bada boom. I've got a lot of options. And wouldn't you know it, Menards had the foam. I had gone to like fucking 3 other locations that were supposedly had that size in stock, but they never did. They would always have 2-inch foam, 1-inch foam, and 1/4-inch foam, but they would never have the 1/2-inch foam. So that was always kind of a bummer. Now, they were aware of something else that I needed, and this is what the archives used to very uniformly cut the blocks into 3x3 squares. It's something called like a hot wire cutter. Long story short, it heats up a wire, getting it hot, and then the pulled, heated up wire is then used to cut through the foam. A hot wire cutter. See, the name is very confusing. Now, unfortunately, they didn't actually have that. But from what I gather, it's one of those. It's one of those things that is very, maybe not very easy, but it's easy enough to make, because all you need is a wire that's strong enough to handle the current of power and a power source. And that's all you need. I just was hoping that I could find it and, you know, I would have more options than just find one online, you know, buy it that way, or make it myself.
Let me tell you a story.
No, you're not going to tell me a story, because that I am not ever subscribing to Disney Plus. Not happening. So, I only got 1 sheet of the foam itself, which should be enough for now. But I don't know exactly when I'll get started on, you know, testing it out. Because all I really need to do is find a sufficient mean of, you know, cutting them up into 3x3 grid squares, right? That's all I need to do. Don't know what I'll start with. Well, I know what I'll have to start with. I'll have to start with a terrain piece that is basically just stone cobble work. 'Cause that's the roller that I've got. I printed a texture roller. It's the only one I could find for free, because I need to figure out. I need to know how it works, and I need that test run to, you know, really justify it. Well, you thought you could escape my sight? Think again. You're getting fucking detailed, bitch. Now, the thing with this is that I don't want any splotches. I don't want any splotches anywhere. With the water elemental, I can handle a few splotches because it's water. You know, you get bubbles and stuff. But fire is alive. It does not have bubbles. It does not have splotches. It can create them, but it does not have them. Okay. Now comes the tricky part. I want to put eyes on this thing. Not as tricky as I thought it was going to be. The eyes are in place. And then, yeah. There we go. To get the light on again. First, properly get the brush clean. As clean as it can get, all things considered. Properly close this. And boom. Come on, focus, you fuck. Oh well. I can see it. And that's all that matters. Give the amber a little time to give the amber a little time to dry. And then once that's done, I will go at it with this. And I'll add some like black smoke at the tips of some of the flame licks. But while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna angle the fucking light, because that is a little too forward. Whoa! Wasn't expecting that. Okay, I think right there's where I want it. There we go. Much better. At pretty much when I'm almost done. Boom. But yeah, 3 hours and 10 minutes took me to paint 3 models. Okay, back at it. You know what? I'm gonna move these now. Move these back. Because you were there for me in the context of a reference, but now these things are gonna be front and center. These are the ones that have been painted. They're at front and center now. Yeah. All right. First of all, the obvious ones are the taller ones. Yeah, the flame elemental is the one that I have the most fun with, all things considered. Because, like, when you think of a wind elemental, like, the challenging part is, how do you color the fucking wind, right? But for all intents and purposes, you know that the wind itself, if it's going to have any color at all, is mostly going to be shadows. Because, guess what? You know, you can only really see the wind when it picks up something, and it's causing a shadow. But with a water elemental, you know, you can have all those fun flowing colors and stuff, and that's all fine and good. And let's angle this a little higher. There we go. Just a little higher. I don't quite feel like bending over as much anymore. Anyway, yeah, water elemental, or just water in general, honestly, I was really satisfied with myself when I first learned how to, you know, paint water, you know, and paint it in a way that kind of made sense. But fire, honestly, fire is one of those things where, if I wanted to, I can have the fire elemental be like the classic red and yellow with, you know, the flames that you see at a campfire. Or if I really wanted to, I could make the flame, you know, I can make the flame blue, right? I can do that. Or I can do what I'm doing right now, where it's like, you know, it's got this blackened smoke coming off of the tips of the licks of the flames.
Ritz Cheese Crispers.
Nope. Advertisements can shut the fuck up. Advertisements can shut the fuck up. We ain't doing that. Because why the hell would we do that? You know what, let's leave the front the way it is. Yeah, I'm only gonna do the flame licks that are really tall from here on out. Anyway, no, I don't know, it feels like there's just enough versatility in fire that I can tell a story inside the model itself. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So, like, one of the NPCs in the campaign that the players haven't quite met yet uses, blue flame on the model, right? And that's just what happens. The story they're in, just depicting that she is very, very strong, because you see blue flame, you think, oh shit, that's hot fire. That's special flame. Because if it's red flame or orange flame, that's just to be expected. If it's blue, oh shit. Like, oh shit, we in trouble now, boys. Honestly, I just like fire. I came to the conclusion that I didn't actually realize why I liked fire. So I felt the need, the urge, one could say, to come up with a reason. I don't actually know the reason I like it. It could be the bullshit that I just rambled off. Could be. It could be far more simple. I just like fire. But man, I do love it when a model comes together. Oh, should I make the fingers black as well? No, I shouldn't. I thought about it, but it just, if it's not done right, it would just look way too weird. It would look way too weird if I painted the fingertips black. If I did it right, it would definitely look cool. But as it stands, no, it'd probably be a better idea if I just left it. Okay, now should I put some flicks of black in the front? Well, I accidentally grazed it, so fuck it. I'm committing. I'm taking that as a sign from the Three Fates. Hey, Sebastian. Oh, there he goes. There we go. All right. Doesn't look that bad. In fact, I would say it looks quite nice, actually. At one point, I distinctly remember saying that I was only going to color in the flicks that were actually high up. And I'm finding myself just going, oh, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one. They're not actually that, not actually that tall. But I just the more I do it, the more I like how it looks. Go. Oh, I see something on the back of the neck. Back of the neck needs to be covered as well. Bam. There we go. You know, maybe I should think about having the camera kind of behind me or up at an angle as well. Because maybe the big problem is that there's so much that there's either so much for the camera to zoom in, focus in on here that it can't actually focus on these. Because honestly, you can't actually see all that much. There's another one on the fucking back. All right. Alright. And then bada bing, bada boom. I believe this is done. Hold on. Light source, far more directed. There we go. Boom. Close enough for you? And there we go. The 4 elementals from Schlossbaur's Schlossbaur from the Cult 3D website. Now, just as a little bit, you know, technically one last thing before I pop off. Earth Elemental is in 4 pieces. I am going to finally just put a small dab on the pieces themselves. And then... Nope, wrong one. That's way too thick of a glob, but let's fucking hope it works. See, this one also kind of Sounds like a RuneScape. Stick that in. That's what she said. And I'll work with this one as well. Small bit. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. And finally, right arm. Bada bing bada bum. Glued down. Only after 3.5 hours, 4 elementals have been painted, and yeah. I now officially have 8 elementals. 4 from just the standard packs that you can get at pretty much any gaming store, as far as I'm aware. And 4 from a 3D website that I got for absolutely free. Honestly, I think I prefer the free ones. I think I prefer these. You know, who would have thought? But yeah, so this has been a painting of, and I know I've been saying the name completely different every time. That's just because I keep on just reading the first part. Like whenever I would go to the website and that particular page, I would only read the first part about it. I'd only read the first part of the name, the first syllable, Schloss, and that was it. I would go, okay, I know, I'm there where it needs to be, right? But no. So feel free to check out that particular designer if you'd like. I would recommend it. Like I said before, I've been downloading the Warforged files. I've got the Umber Hulk, the Purple Worm. I've downloaded like 3 of the giant spiders. I've got the elementals here. I've been going to town on what this guy's got going for us, and yeah, I highly recommend checking him out. A lot of stuff. I've also downloaded one of the Eldritch fucking Horrors. I completely forgot I've done that. It is so big that I need to be clever with how I print it, because like it can fit, but I have to be very clever as to how I fucking print it out. If I print it in such a way that it's gonna be an endeavor to print, and then an endeavor to paint if it gets to that point. But yeah, you can definitely find them on Cult 3D under the name there. You know, Schlossbaur. But yeah. Consider going out, checking them out. I believe there's a Patreon that you can donate money to. Because, you know what, the fact that this the fact that you've got this much detail on the elementals, you've got this much detail on a fucking Umber Hulk, and you've got fucking giant eldritch horrors, all of those things are for fucking free. Like, this is a passion thing. This is clearly a passion thing. And I highly recommend supporting that passion. Anyway, I am going to call it there. So, have yourselves a good night. I'm going to go get myself something to eat. And in the meantime, thank you for joining me. I'll be uploading this to my YouTube channel just as a thing to upload. Bye.